we will move to the next session, like how to harden this Windows machines. Okay, Windows machines. We'll see like how to harden and how to check your security level. Like today morning, we have seen like Bellark Advisor, right? Bellark Advisor, and there is one tool actually, Cisco CAT. Okay, Cisco CAT tool, Cisco CIS CAT tool. Okay. So I think I'm just sharing my this desktop. Yeah. So share my desktop screen. Yes. Yeah. So can you able to see my screen now? Right. So can you able to see my screen, right? Yeah. So I think I have installed this Bellark Advisor. So for installing the Bellark Advisor, so you can go to the Bellark. So this is an official website of Bellark Advisor. Okay, so this is one of the website which gives you the clearly information about like how to harden your PCs. Okay, so there I have downloaded this Bellark Advisor. Okay, so this is the Bellark Advisor tool. So which basically gives the security level of your hardening of your system and how far it is secure and all this. Okay, so I already downloaded this Bellark Advisor. So so I'm just opening this Bellark Advisor. Bellark. Yeah, this is a Bellark Advisor. So I'm just running. So it will just tell when you are first you are running for the first time. Tells like your security updates are 30 days old. Would you want to check for new definition? Yes, I have checked for new definitions. So it will connect to the server for checking the So I'm just downloading that updates. So basically it gives you the various security hardening and also like tells like how far your vulnerabilities are there and what is your level of the vulnerabilities and all those things. Okay. So please try to download this Bellark Advisor if required in your PC. If internet is there in your PC. Okay, just I'm updating my profile of this computer. It will check each and everything of your PC, right? It checks your hardware level, it checks your software level, and it also gives the information about your system level. Okay, system level and what is the vulnerabilities and what are the hot fixes are required and what are the patches are really required, etc. Okay. So I'm just downloaded this tool. So it's updating my profile of the computer. It will take some 2 minutes to update to collect the all the vulnerabilities list, etc. Yeah, so it's almost 72% done. Are you able to do the same thing in your PC right now? Okay. So if you want to check the vulnerabilities of your systems or what is the security level of your PC, so you can just download this tool and you can run in your PCs. Okay. So almost it's 96% is almost completed. So when this checking the local network of this computer, so you can skip it part. Okay. So once you're done, so I think our Bellark is already done and it has given a results. Okay. So the results can be seen clearly here. Okay. See here, like the real protection. That means my virus protection is up to date. Okay. So that means I have the Kaspersky antivirus installed. Okay. Real-time file scanning, this option is disabled in my account. Okay. So just if you go to the top, so security updates are missing. 2 security updates are missing. So what is the security updates are missing? So I am using the Office 2007, which is vulnerable, and no security updates are provided by the vendor. Okay. So that means like I'm using the old version of MS Office, and also it is giving like what exactly the hot fixes. That means I'm using the end of the life product. Okay. And also there is a hot fix which is needed. So if you click this directly, security updates KB 2993928, double click it, open in the new manager. So are you able to see my screen? So that means I have ASP.NET. This is one of the vulnerability which is presently there in my PC. Okay. So if you want to download, you can go to this particular updates and you can install it. Okay. So it also gives you this reference links which are already present in your PCs. Okay. And also gives the vulnerabilities and what is the hot fixes is required. Okay. So coming back to this, you can also see what is your information. So I'm using Windows 8.1 OS and the host name, and what is my make and model. It is giving a system ASR number, system serial number, and what is the boot mode, and what is the core, what is the all the complete hardware related information is also given. Okay. And also it gives key what type of users are installed here. Okay. See, this is our user actually. So I am using admin user, and there are two administrator accounts and guest account, which I am disabled. Okay, because as a security point of view, I have just disabled those account. Okay, so that means cross mask indicates you the disabled account. Okay, only the admin account I'm using right now. Okay, so from past some months I'm using this admin account. Okay. So controllers, what type of controllers and what type of USBs you are using, what is the graphic card, what is the printer mode, and how many RAM, what is the RAM of my system, everything is given, right? And also it gives the information about the USB devices which have been enabled. Okay. So here you can see like USB, when exactly your USB has been used in past 30 days. Okay. So I use this from past like on the November and September 2011, 17 November, 17 November, 18 November, 8th December, 9th December. So this particular what kind of devices or what kind of USBs have been accessed on this particular device. Okay, it will also show such kind of information also. Okay, so you can just see my what kind of IP addresses, gateway, and what is my physical address, what is my virtual box, and what kind of IPs I have setted. This complete information will be given by this Bellark advisor. Okay. So coming back to this, yeah. So I think you are clear, right? So we'll see another one more tool, which is named as Syscat tool. So once you try to go to the updates once, so two security missing updates. So after going to the updates, yeah. So can you just please repeat the sequence of installing the Bellark advisor, please? Yeah, I'll just repeat in terms of steps actually. I think first of all, you have to go to the legitimate website, bellark.com. Okay. So good. After going to the bellark.com, so there are Bell Manage, Bell Advisor, Bell Analytics. So you have to click Bellark Advisor. Okay. After clicking the Bellark Advisor, so you will get a download a free copy of Bellark Advisor. Okay. See here, like operating system, it supports all those things, and it also supported on Microsoft and what exactly it is there. Okay. So after going to this, you just download a Bellark free version. It asks your email ID, whether you are from Genuine or not. Okay. So you have to give your email ID to share that link. Okay. Email address to send a download link. So in my case, I have given tayyab@cdac.in. Okay. First name is Tayyab. Last name is Naushad. Organization CDAC. Okay. CDAC Hyderabad. Send download. Okay. When I click the send download, so it will ask whether the confirmation, whether you are a robot or anything. So you have to click I am not a robot and send a download link. Okay. Yeah. So I think email address to send download to. Yeah. So it is already used. So see like tayyab@cdac.in is already been used for the Bellark advisor. Okay. So you can just request anything. So it's not like compulsory you have to give your official email ID. So you can also post your any second Gmail or anything apart from your email IDs. Okay. So the link will come to your official email ID. Okay. So after that, just double click it, install it in your PC. Okay. So after installation analysis stuck at, yeah, you have to skip that. Yeah. You have to skip that test. Yeah, correct. So as I told, no, you have to skip because it checks your all the network. So for checking your network, again, it will take some time. Yeah, Vijay, correct. So you have to please skip that part because it is not needed for you as part of audit point of view or hardened point of view. Okay. Because it depends upon your network. If your network is small, so it will install, it will give a configuration as soon as possible. So I think all are done with this step. Anyone facing any issues? Yeah, so you can just install it, and as soon as the beautification of this tool is it will give you the to save that option also. Okay, you can save in the HTML format. So later that after analyzing and after doing the updates, you can compare. So before installation of Bellarg and after the installation of the updates, what exactly your this updates have been done. Okay. So you can just harden in this level. So what exactly the hardening is there and what is the prerequisite and what exactly you want to do this same settings. Okay. So I think hope all of you done with these steps. Yes, 5 security updates you are showing. Okay. See, these 5 security updates, no. So what you have to just install the what exactly the updates are missing. Okay. So as soon as you update the missing security updates, you click install, download, and install in your PC. Then again you run it. Okay. So at that time it has to show some 0 security updates. Okay. It should not show any updates. So that means your update should minimize. So from 5, it should show 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So that means like the updates are installed and you cannot, your system is up to date. Okay. So you can practice it. Okay. So updates will take some time to install. So it depends upon the what kind of update you are installing. If it is a more this thing, so it will further it will give a more link. Okay. So if it is a one link, then it will give the further some kind of sublinks to install that updates. Okay. So after done, so I think all are done with these things. So I will go to that next tool and then yes, you have to go with all updates raw. Okay, yeah, because it's mandatory. And if it is suppose there are some versions are there which is really needed, it will show that updates. Okay. So don't skip that updates. So if it is dependency is there, you have to fulfill that updates. Yeah. So you please try in your PC. So meanwhile, we'll go with another tool, CS CAT, which gives a hardening kind of thing. Okay. So shall we go with that CS CAT once? Yeah. So I'm just going to that CS CAT tool demonstration, which is also very needed for you, which is hardening point of view, if you're defense, if you're some kind of ministry. So you have to always harden your PC, but harden how we can then automate it. So we'll see that using the tool. Okay. Each and everything it has given. What is that Internet Explorer version? What is that Office version? What is the key you are using? Each and everything it has been given. Okay. And also you can see like in the software section, software version and usage. Okay. So what is the version you are using? I am using the Adobe Acrobat. I'm using Adobe Reader. I'm using Adobe Shockwave Flash versions. Okay. So again, I'm using the some kind of software which is in Alexander WinRAR versions. Okay. And also I'm using the Angry IP scanner. I'm using the antivirus. I'm using the Apache software. Here version, what is the version? Can you tell? Anyone can tell what is the Apache version I am using here? Can anyone can tell me, like, by seeing my screen, what is the Apache version I am using? Can anyone can tell my what is my Apache version? Rao or PJK, can anyone can tell by seeing my display? Are you able to see my display? Are you able to see my screen? Hello. So I am using here Apache version. What is the version I am using here? I am using 1.2.0. Okay. I am using 1.2.0 version. Okay. So what is the Bellark Advisor I am using? What is the version I am using? I am using the 9.0. Okay. So Checkpoint VPN software I am using for this. List all the softwares which have been installed in your PC. And also it gives a basic idea whether you really require these softwares, whether you only install these softwares, or someone from your internet, or from after going to the browser settings by intentionally or unintentionally, this such kind of softwares have been installed. So you can go, you can check it, what exactly it has been done. Okay. And also you can also check the same thing by going to the control panel option also. Okay. So see here what exactly the softwares are there. There's a number of softwares are being installed in my PC, but which is really needed for me. So which is needed for my installation. Okay. And also you can see, like, last used. Okay. I stands for which software is installed. Okay. And you can see, like, which have been marked software. I in the red color. Can you able to see that before that marks I color I means in the red color I 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That means the it has been software has been installed, but you are not used. Software marks software last used within past 7 days. Okay. And within the last past 90 days. Okay. But the I3 stands for last 90 days. Okay. And 4 stands for the software which has been used 1 year ago. Okay. So it will give you a clear idea for you whether that software is really needed for you or not. Okay. So frequently used means I. Okay. I and I, a blue color will be installed. Okay. Each and every it will be installed. So if it is a red color in single I, so one, then it's told like past 7 days you've been using that thing. Okay. So by seeing the such kind of things, you can get an idea whether the software is really needed for you, for your PC, for your server, or for your desktops. Okay. So might be you are using a Windows 7, might be you are using a Windows 8, might be you are using a Windows 8.1, might be you are using a Windows 10. Okay. So it depends upon your system to system, server to server, your network device to network devices. Okay. Yeah. So we'll just close this Bellark Advisor. And there is one more good tool, the CS CAT tool. We'll just run that tool. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just opening that tool. Just copying this same thing on my desktop. Pasting here. So this is my zip file actually. So I'm just extracting to the normal file. Okay. So syscat is installed in my PC. So I just have to go to that inside the folder CS syscat. Yeah, this is a full bundle. So when you go to the inside these things, you will get batch files, jar file, and your script file. Okay. So the basic dependency of this tool is you have to there should be a latest Java to be installed in your PC. Okay. So Java, how you can download? I think you have to go to the website, Java website. Yeah, here. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just seeing some of these. Yeah, I'm getting the below error. Yeah, no sir, 2.2 distribution, 1.2.0, correct. I'm getting the below error. How to solve this? Please guide me. What is the error you are getting? Mode UEFI with secure boot disabled. Yeah. So that means like your firmware is not a BIOS password. Okay, BIOS password is not enabled here. Okay, so your network admin does not allow to do this on Office desktop, but you have to tell him like, sir, these are the things we have to do as part of hardening, sir. So we have to do that steps. Okay. So can you able to see this Java? You can go and download it, latest Java. Okay. So from the website, and after doing these things, so I think the CIS cat light tool is there, no? So once you extract it, how to enable UEFI boots secure page guide, sir? Where I find the analysis page on Belarc edit. Where? Yeah, I will guide you. Where will I find the analysis page of Belarc? I did the analysis, but I'm not able to find analysis page. No, sir. See, once you done this, Chetan, yeah. One more thing is like how to enable UEFI boot secure please guide, sir. Yeah, UEFI boot is nothing but like suppose when you restart, no sir, because if I restart this, again session will be restarted. So when you restart your machine, no sir. So there are different manufacturers like HP is there, Dell is there, Acer is there. So when you restart your machine, no, so continuously you have to press F2 or Del button. Okay, continuously you have to press F2 or Del button. So after pressing that F2 or Del button continuously, so you will prompt it to the BIOS mode. Okay, BIOS mode. So there will be option like how to BIOS password option. Okay. So there is a BIOS password option there. Under the BIOS password option, you have to give the password. Okay. Once you restart your machine by typing continuously by F2 or Del button or F8 or F6, it depends upon the manufacturer to manufacturer. Because I'm using a Acer. I'll be when I restart my machine or laptop or server, I continuously go on hitting the F2 button, right? So when I go to this BIOS mode, I go to there is a BIOS password option. So BIOS, if you just click that BIOS password option, you have to give that password. Okay. So then you can secure your boot sequence to the secure mail. Okay. So if required, I will give you this GV Dhananjay Rao GV. I'll provide you that guide also. Okay. So afterwards in the mail or something. Okay. So where will I find the analysis page of Belarc? Yeah. See, sir, like when you install this Belarc, once you skip that local area network, automatically HTML file will be generated automatically. There is no analyze button. So did you install that this Belarc advisor in your PC or desktop, Chetan? I think who has asked where will I find from Dhananjay JV? Okay, I did not skip the local area. You have to skip that, Chetan. You have to skip that local area network because it takes some time actually. Okay, it takes some time to analyze your complete network. It don't know. No, it might be a complete subnet will also be there. Okay, after skipping that thing, so it automatically the HTML file will generate. Okay, see this file. So this is the file actually. Can you able to see my screen, right? So this is my file actually. So where this automatically after skipping the file, I got this error, right? I got this file actually. So what you have to do means just you have to go to the menu and you can also save it. Save page as. Okay. Save page as. So you have to save in the complete web page complete format. Okay. So there are three options are there: web page, only HTML, or text files, or all files. Okay. So you have to save in the web page complete format, and you can rename it as per your convenience. Okay. So these are the dependencies files are there. Okay. So these files and this this is your output, ultimate output file, 76 KB. You can save in your desired location. Okay. So there you can see, so the versions and missing updates, your security updates, your hardening level, how hardening you are there, and what kind of hardening you are done. Okay. So automatically it takes after skipping this local area network, right? Okay. So anyway, like there is a document, user manual document, which we prepared for this Bellark Advisor as well as this CIS Catlight tool that will be shared with you. Okay. Under the lab section. Okay. So did you, I think you will receive this material also. So the PPTs and the lab manual which we created, so will be shared with you. Okay. Yeah. So under the Syscat Lite tool, I'm just running this batch file. After running this batch file, so can you able to see my screen, right? Syscat Lite. So I'm using version 3.0. Okay. So it is, I think, about to install that batch file. Take some time actually. Yeah. See. So can you able to see my screen? Can you able to see my screen? Yes or no? See, this is the Java JRE Oracle Corporations. So version 6.0. Yeah. So see, my default platform is I'm using the default OS as a Windows 8.1 64-bit, right? So here you can see in the left side platform. So it is automatically detects unless and until you have the Java, latest Java JRE or Java installed, right? Okay. See here. So I'm seeing here list of benchmarks here. Okay. So in my case, there are a lot of things are there. Suppose you want to audit a Windows 10. So you have to select the Windows 10 Enterprise Edition. Okay. Suppose if it is in your case, if it is a Windows 7, you have to select the Windows 7. Okay. If it is in your case, if it is a Windows 8, you have to select the Windows 8. Okay. But in my case, it is a Windows 8.1, right? So I have selected the Windows 8.1. Windows 8.1. Okay. See here, looking for another benchmark. So I'm just, no, I'm only looking for 8.1 only. Okay. So what I will do means next, because why I have selected here Windows 8.1? Because my end user device is 8.1, right? So I'm using 8.1 as a my device, right? So click next. Okay. So under the profile, you will get a level 1 plus BitLocker, level 2 and level 2 BitLocker. So what is the basic difference between the level 1 and level 2 is like nothing is, suppose there is a level 1 is always you have to go with the level 1 because I am a work group I'm using a work group only. Okay. Because I'm not in a domain controller. So if you are using a domain controller, you have to go with the level 2. Okay. So since I'm using a work group, so what do you mean by work group and domain? Can anyone can tell from the chart? What do you mean by work group? What do you mean by domain? Vijay, DVR Prasad, Ken Chetan, Dhanam, Vijay Rao. Can anyone can tell what is the difference between the work group and domain? Can anyone can tell what do you mean by what is the difference between the work group means individual? Yeah, Vijay, correct. What do you mean by domain? Yeah. So basically, see, the work group is nothing but, yeah, domain means network. Yeah, correct, perfect. So the basic difference between the work group and domain is like the work group is an individual PC. Okay. So individual PC means, yeah, the work group means suppose I am only connected to the PC which are not domain controlled, centrally not controlled by the domain people. That means the Active Directory server, your LDAP authentication, these are all comes under your domain control. Yeah. So work, yeah, correct, Gagan, correct. So work group is individual, because how to see my work group and all those things is go to my PC, my computer, right click. Okay. Properties. So my here is what I'm using here. What is my work group? So I'm using my home PC and device is my home, right? So here see, like you can use here, my group is work group. Okay, that means my PC is not centrally controlled by the any domain authentication, domain users or domain server, right? That means my PC is connected. It is simply connected to the network. Okay, but hope all your PCs are connected in the domain. Yeah. Correct, Dhananjay, correct. Domain in Office where centrally authentication will happen perfectly. Yeah. So some people are using work group. So if you are using a work group, you have to select a level 1, right? So since I am using a work group, I selected a level 1 here, profile as a level 1. Okay. If you are using a level domain controller PCs, that means your Office PCs, which are controlled by the these things, domain controller, then you have to use a level 2. But what is the level 1 plus BitLocker? So level 1 plus BitLocker is nothing but there is a feature in Windows 7 that you can encrypt the entire hard disk, entire hard drive. Okay, so there are suppose if your PC is there, your OS is installed. So what will be the what will be the complete what will be the hard drive will be there? What is there completely? You have a C drive, you have a D drive, yeah. So hard drive encryption is by BitLocker perfectly. So it encrypts your encrypts the hard disk. Okay. Suppose you don't want to give a second option to check. So what you can do, Gagan, you will encrypt the D drive and you using the bit drive BitLocker encryption, right? So that means you don't want to share your this information or data to anyone else. Okay. So if you, at that time if you are using a BitLocker means you have to select level 1 plus BitLocker. Okay. But in my case, yeah. I think it cannot be encrypt C drive because some program files are there. So it is better to have the personal files in D drive and E drive, and you can encrypt it. Okay. So I am selecting in my case level 1. Okay. So next. So it asks what kind of files you required, whether you required HTML file. So what is the best option for you? Okay. So always I think CSV, if you get that CSV report, I think it will be very much needed because yeah, there is any method to encrypt C drive. I think we have that option, sir. For there are some commercial tools are there for encrypting the particular drives and particular files. I think you can encrypt, but the thing is like your OS resides in your C drive, right, sir? So I think there are some tools are there, some forensic tools are there through which we can encrypt it. Yeah, I will tell in these things are okay. So here the report generation. So what kind of report you want, whether you want in HTML format, whether you want a CSV. So my choice is HTML format and as well as CSV format. Okay, because why CSV is needed is I can later on I can change it, right? Saving to where exactly I am saving here. See user admin my documents. Okay, this you can, if you time being, you can just take the print screen. So you can just paste in your this doc file. Okay. So I'm just save that save thing to the this screen. So next, okay. See, it is telling like what is your profile. It gives us a summary. So whether you want HTML report, yes. Include applicable text only, yes. CSV report, yes. And what is the benchmark you selected in your case? I'm selected the Windows 8.1, right? So what is in your case? What is the OS you are using in your case? Can anyone can tell, Gagan or Vijay or someone else can tell what is the OS you are using in your case? Yeah, Windows 10 Professional, Windows 7, yes. So if you in your case, if it is a Windows 10, you have to select the Windows 10 benchmark, right? So Vijay, in your case, Windows 7 means Windows 7 benchmark you have to use. Okay. So start assessment. So once you start the assessment, yeah, Chetan, in your case, if it is a Windows 10, so you have to select the Windows 10. Yeah. So as soon as you select the benchmark score or profile, start the assessment thing. Okay. So assessment, can you able to see the assessment page in my screen? So most of the things are fail. Okay. This is a very good tool actually. Please try to have a look at least in your personal laptops. You can try if you are not able to run your in your office laptops, or you can guide the system admin or network admin to use such kind of tool. If it is a admin, are also implemented in your Active Directory domain, right? See, most of the things are pass, most of the things are fail. Okay. Yeah, you have to download version 3. Vijay, you can download this version 3, sir. Version 4 is, I think you have to option manually. Version 3, I think you can use it, sir. Okay. See, my assessment tool is version 3.0. Okay. I think Syscat version 4 will ask many things, Ashish. Ashish sir, I think version 4 आप install मत करना, you can install version 3. Yes. Version 4 is yet to, it will ask many more things as a manual point of view. Okay. So my assessment is completed. So what I will do means I just view reports. Okay. When I click view reports, it has to show me in HTML as well as CSV. Perfect. Okay. See here, this is my HTML file. So I just open the same thing in the HTML format. Okay. So can you able to see my screen, right? So can you able to see my red? Yeah. So this is one of the good tool which I have seen in my this thing audit point of view. When we go to different ministries, so we basically see in each and every point of view. It does not make like that running a tool and giving a, this vulnerable, because sometimes no, these vulnerabilities will also gives you this some kind of false positive results. Okay. Always there is some kind of mechanism. See, it is given the report, and if you go to the detailing, so it will see. So password policy, pass or fail. What is the score level? Okay. So go each everyone one by one. Yeah. Yeah. So you can see here. Account under the account policies, password policies, Mena. So here enforce password history is set to 24 or more password. Okay. Go to this. Just it will go directly. Sir, while installing, it shows that this file doesn't have a valid digital sign that verifies its public publisher. Okay. So installing viewing the file doesn't have a valid. No, it will not ask. I think whether you install this Java, sir. Java and Java आपने किया है. Java software installed. I think yeah, you can skip this part. I think okay, because it is an ultimately it is an CIS digital verified. So you can install it from this these things. Okay. I could able to install just yeah, it's just a warning. Correct. Because if it is not HTTPS and it is not a digital sign, no, so it will give that error. So meanwhile, you can skip that part. Okay. I think can you able to see? Yeah, it's just a warning. Correct. So see here. So in my case, it is failed. Okay. Yeah. So enforce password history set to 24 or more password. In my case, this hardening is failed. Okay. Because the recommended settings is telling it is 24 or more passwords. Okay. So, but in my case, the 24 is not there. Okay. So see, the major impact is the brute force attacks. So how many members have the basic idea about the brute force attack or major password attacks and all those things? There are some kind of password attacks are there. Online password attacks are there if your PC is connected to the internet, right? So these are some of the attacks. And also you can see here remediation also. Go to the computer management, policies, Windows settings, under security setting. So can you just type Windows type gpedit.msc and hit enter. Can you able to type the gpedit.msc and hit enter? Can you able to see that computer management? So you can just type that gpedit.msc in the run command. No sir, error. What is the error you are getting? Windows cannot find. What is the version you are using, sir? Whether it is on Windows 10 or Windows 8.1? Okay, got it. Windows 10, Windows 7. I think Windows 7. I don't know. I think Dhananjay Roy, sir, can you tell what is the OS you are using, sir? So if it is in Windows 10, no, it will automatically gives you that computer management, right? So computer management, you have to go to this computer management. Yeah, just show you that's one of the setting. Yeah. So these are the same settings which you have to implement. Yeah, Windows 10 Pro I got. Yes, correct. Yeah, I think Windows 7 and Windows 8.1. I am also using the Windows 8.1. So I think let me just start this the VM. I'm using some VM here. Just let me just shut down it. I'll just show you. Yeah, got for Windows 7. How sir? How Rohit Jain sir? Can you tell me how you got for Windows 7? Can you just guide others to same thing like gpedit.msc? I think others are not able to do. Yes, gpedit.msc. Hit enter. Yes, enter it open. So you are typing in Windows 7, Rohit sir. Windows 7 में आप type कर रहे हो? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes. So I think I just try to open this what we say like Oracle. Yeah. Yes. Local group policies. So it just take it some time to open this VM. Yeah. So can you just tell me what are the different options? In your case, what is the error, sir? What is, I mean, like, what is the this benchmark score in your case? Whether it is a pass or fail? आपके केस में कितना बता रहा है under the local policy setting, sir? Can anyone can tell? Is anyone has configured the this settings as per the configuration? But what I am trying to say is, don't try in your main machine, sir. First, try in your where can I get Java, sir? Java, I think you have to go to the Google Java. Yeah, you have to go to the java.com or java.com downloads. So here you have to agree and start the download, sir. I think you have to get the latest Java to be updated or downloaded from this site. Okay. So let me just start my VM once. Yeah, settings, you can just change the settings. Yeah. So one by one, you can do the same things in your hardening in your whether in your virtual box or in your main machines. Okay. I think you can just see this screen where exactly how many reports are generated, how many fails and how many pass. Okay. This is a 1.1 under the password policy. It has shown like it has been failed. Okay. So it also gives what exactly is needed for you. Okay. inside the maximum password is say set to 60. That means I have set the maximum password is to 60. Okay. That means this it should not be a zero, right? It should not be zero. But in my case, I have set to 60 or fewer. So how we have set this? How to go to this different settings? I'm just owning my VM. Let me take some time to on this VM. So meanwhile, you can just tell your configurations or what exactly the settings are configured in your things. Okay. So what is the lunch time which has been given as per your schedule? 1:15. Okay. So I'll just continue till 10 to 15 minutes, sir. So as soon as this VM starts now, I'll just show you how to manually check whether, because anyway tool has given you result, but ultimately you have to do a hardening, right? So for harden the things, you have to go to that concern method because the tool has given a automatic result for you. Okay. But really that tool has given a correct result or not. So manually how to do that. So we'll show each one by one steps. The remaining steps you can see that your report and you can do it, sir. Okay. I think it takes some time to load this VM. Since I'm using some this 8 GB RAM. So these are the different methods, sir. But I think yeah, just my VM is starting. VM started. So basically, since I'm using a local machine, I mean virtual machine, so it might be like little bit slow actually. Okay, as compared to the host machine. Okay. So you can try in your first of all, I suggest you to try the same thing in your virtual machine. Okay. Camera is another application. Okay. So I think you are able to see my VM, which is starting. Okay. So I think it's about to log in. Since I'm using a Windows 8.1 in a base machine, so I'm not able to open that gpd.msc. Okay. So this one by one, you can just see the steps actually. So a lot of things are there, how you can implement this computer configuration policies. Okay. So enforce minimum history password is set to 1 or more days. Because in my case, I have been zero. Maybe I have been configured to 0 actually. So that's what it has been failed actually. Okay. So here you can see that configuration, what is the impact level of this thing and the assessment which you have done. So this is one of your you can take this when you go to audit any ministries. So you can just keep this as a proof of concepts. Okay. So this assessment can be proof of concepts under your report. Okay. So minimum password length is set to 14 or more characters. So, but in my case, it is also failed. Okay. So yeah, so it has been opened. So I'm just typing this gpedit.msc. think it is slow. So maybe I have to increase my RAM. View that report only. See, report gives you clear idea about what exactly the description, why this policy is required, okay, and what are the recommendations or remediations is required, and if what is the impact if it is not implemented, okay. So each one by one, yeah. I think there is some questions. When we audit a domain PC, then this local GB audit policy will not be applicable. Yes, sir. I think this policy will not be applicable. Yeah. So anyway, I think the your domain controller itself will have the policies, right? So what exactly the policies are defined and what policies? No, you can have. See, once let me just show you one PDF file where exactly. Let me just show you. I think this system is very slow. Let me just show, sir, how yeah, it can be also applicable to the both. Okay, domain controller and these things also. I'm just showing one PDF for you. I think you will get a clear idea, Narendra. Let me just show you. So what is that you are asked? How can we, when we audit a domain PC, then this local GPD will not be applicable. Okay, how we can these details of password, the password to what is it? How we can get these details of password policy from PC? Yeah, that's what no shown this this Syscat tool, no Syscat tool only. See here, that's what I'm showing you how to do this manual. That's what my VM is on. Yeah, for domain PC you're telling. Yeah, okay. Let me just show you. Yeah, I'm just showing you that thing. So can you able to see my?